Hail, keepers of the flame! I am come for the victory, for there is nothing else to come for. Now then, hear Saint Germain, if you will, for I tell you, beloved ones, the earth has muddled around in non-victory for too long. Therefore I am here, and I am here to stay until each and every one of you this night is standing in a pillar of victory's fire, and that pillar is golden and purple flame. Therefore, beloved, consider the hour and consider what is not being done. Everywhere you turn, you say, and you hear those saying, we must do something about our problems. So they talk about those problems. Where is the solution? It is in the heart of every keeper of the flame on earth. Therefore I say, hear me. There are many good hearts everywhere on earth who suffer dire catastrophe, whose children are lost in these very situations of gang warfare all over America. Children are dying all over the world from famine, from abuse, from neglect. The child must be elevated to the place of the inner light, and when the child is elevated, the civilization shall be elevated. Elevate the divine feminine in you, and that divine feminine, beloved ones, shall be the means whereby we shall have that victory. There must not be stagnation any longer, nor your acceptance of conditions as they are and getting worse. Therefore I say, the only reason for you to come to the heart of the inner retreat is for your personal victory, that you might add that victory to the mighty stream of God's victory, of Alpha's victory, of Omega's victory, and bless their coming. Blessed hearts, the only reason to get out of bed in the morning is for the victory. There is no other reason to get out of bed. Hear me, you must have the victorious spirit. You must claim it from mighty victory. You must claim it from Justina and all of the hosts of heaven. We are sick and tired of the non-victory consciousness. There is a victory available to you, and you, and you, and every one of you, and you must have it. You must will to have it. You must desire to have it. You must shout your fiat and determine, I will be God's will of victory in manifestation today, this hour, and every day. Get up for the victory, go to bed for the victory, work for the victory, eat for the victory, be joyous and happy for the victory, but always and always and always give the earth, give yourself, give all whom you meet that victory spin. I say do it, and be glorious about it, be triumphant about it, be magnanimous about it, but be it. So now know why I have come in the hour of victory, because I desire the full momentum of Lord Maitreya in this inner retreat to have his day and have his say. And I tell you, there is more fire and determination in the entire spirit of the Great White Brotherhood, in this messenger and in you, than there is the spirit of defeat in the fallen ones. Do you understand? He who has the greater sense of victory will win, and we are going to win. We are not going to take no for an answer. We are going to beat the stubborn will within ourselves into submission. We are going to raise up the light. We are going to command the vessel of the memory body itself to be the memory of the mind of God, wherein we shall restore by God's memory projected on the earth as a giant holograph, a giant manifestation of ancient golden ages. We shall project this upon the earth, and the earth and the people in the earth will outpicture it by the call to victory, by the call to the Holy Christ Self, by the mantra to Lord Shiva, by the power of the universal Christ. We are more determined than the enemy. Let us keep it that way every day and hour, and not be discouraged. I am not discouraged, are you? No! For all the terrible things come tumbling down in the world, beloved ones, we are not discouraged. We are encouraged, because if things get any worse, we will see tens of thousands of people coming to the feet of their mighty I Am Presence, for they shall become aroused because you are aroused, and you will invoke in their behalf the full power, the full momentum of my mantle, of my violet flame, of my purple fiery heart, of my beloved Portia, and all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the very million of them of the seventh ray. Yes, beloved ones, you will sit up, you will jump up, you will come alive, you will be Saint Germain in action, and you will not wait out the 90s for the terrible, terrible calamities to fall. You will raise your hand to that avalanche and say, you get back up that mountain. You will not come down on my planet. Beloved ones, you are at the peak of contact with the highest levels of the etheric octave, as you have spent day upon day in this inner retreat. Therefore you have the joy of victory, the spirit of victory and freedom. You have the light and the fire in your being. I tell you, this is how you were in those octaves before you took embodiment in this life. And I did address you with Portia and the Lords of Karma, and I laid out your life for you with your Holy Christ Self, and I told you what would come upon you, and you descended then into the body prepared for you. You passed through the birth canal, you came into the density of the world. You did not have direct living, visible contact with the angels and the ascended masters, and so you know the rest of the tale. Well, beloved ones, going forth from the inner retreat this time is like being born again into the denser world. This time I must have, for this is the last time I can have it. This time I must have your commitment that you will not lose the spark of freedom that I and all the rest have transmitted to you during this conference. You must not lose it. You cannot lose it. You must not fail. You will not fail, for I am told by the cosmic hierarchy and the lords of karma, unless we do it this time and do it well, there will not be another opportunity that we have in this interval of cosmic space and cosmic silence to turn the whole dark cycle around. You must wake up. So I plead with you, others have pleaded with you, yet you must know that every moment you can spend before your altar and with your decrees, you are buying time for Saint Germain. I want to be with you. I can be with you. I can place my electronic presence with you. But give that call to the living flame of cosmic freedom. Why, who else is that flame? I am that flame, of course, and I come because I am the mantra, I am the flame, I am Saint Germain, and I would put my electronic presence over you. Please breathe the mantra of the violet flame so that we can accomplish this mighty victory. I will tell you how much time you have to turn the world around. Measured in cosmic time, beloved, it is seconds. Yes, beloved, it is seconds. The recent earthquake in California was an adjustment that could be made by your presence and decrees here. But it was also a warning. These earth changes will come, and you standing here tonight are the ones who will determine whether they shall change the face of continents or the violet flame shall consume 10 or 20 or 40 or 60% of the brunt of the adjustment of the planet that must take place before this system, this planet can enter in to a golden age of Aquarius. And I will tell you one thing, as far as we are concerned, and the 7 holy Kumaras and all of our bands who have come together in this hour after so many thousands of years, we will accept nothing else but a golden age of Aquarius. We will not accept a downward spiraling age, building downward upon the downward spiral of the Piscean. We will have our golden age, or we will not have an age at all. Thus there is no time to lose. Let the message leap heart to heart around the world. Keep your vigil as you go forth at night with the legions of the mighty angels of the Lord. Keep your vigil, beloved ones, and recognize that the antidote for the problems of children and gangs and gang warfares and the problems in central Los Angeles and elsewhere are the problems related to the non-binding of the dweller on the threshold, the human ego and the carnal mind. Mothers, fathers, sons, Daughters, I call to you. If you could know how you can bind this force among the people and see your children whom you believe in, and so many who began as wonderful souls, turn around and face their God, because you will give this call 3 or 9 times a day, I tell you, you would do it. And I promise you that if you do not do it, it will be your greatest regret when you pass from the screen of life and graduate with less than cosmic honors. For all of you should graduate Earth's schoolroom with cosmic honors, for the simple reason that there has never been such opportunity to deal with such degradation. There has never been such openness of the gift of the violet flame and the knowledge of the mighty I Am Presence. Now I say, all hosts of heaven, pour down upon these and all who are the light bearers of the world the zeal of the Lord. Let the zeal of the Lord come upon you. Let it be tempered by the Lord's wisdom, by his power and desiring for your victory, and by your profound love for God in all people. Oh, beloved hearts, we have spoken for many decades. We have spoken again and again. What is the missing something that will now cause the world to catch on fire? Well, first of all, beloved, you must become the sparks that fly, and more than sparks, intense fires. You must become the igniters of a world of light bearers. And if you go down again into the density of the karma with which you were born, and you do not sweep it away by the violet flame and by calls to me, well, what shall I do? I think I shall weep. For if you do not, beloved ones, I predict and I prophesy that a decade from now we will say, we have lost. So, beloved, I come to you with the greatest determination, and I ask you to think upon me in so many past civilizations when you were my very own, and when we did strive together against forces of darkness who did destroy higher civilizations far higher than the one you now enjoy. Yes, beloved ones, those were the days when the people of light in general did not have the law and the empowerment that you have. You have this empowerment, beloved, in part because the messenger does hold the balance for you in embodiment to have that power. And I work through the 4 lower bodies and the light body of the messenger to contact all of you daily. Understand, beloved, that you are also keys as you make your bodies available for me to use as step-down transformers that make more gentle the light and yet do not dilute its potency. Beloved hearts of living flame, we have never had such an opportunity to defeat the fallen ones who had determined to destroy a civilization, to sink continents, to use their weapons of war from other systems of worlds and their advanced technology to manipulate and twist and tear and destroy the minds, the psyches, the bodies of the people. Beloved ones, you have what it takes in the call. God gave to me the dispensation to give to this century the power of the call in the name, Yod-Hey, Vav-Hey, I am that I am. Yes, God allowed me to open the vision to you of your mighty I Am presence. Do not be dullards. I command you to rise up to the level of your own Christhood. I send forth the rays through my hands now that you will do it. How can any of you refuse to decree? I cannot understand it, but I hang my head for the foreknowledge I have of what you will say to yourselves when your time is through on this planet and you did not take advantage of that opportunity. Who stands beside me in the person of beloved Portia in this hour. Beloved ones, since 1939, in the hour of the birth of this messenger, Portia has descended to these octaves, and prior to that time, she was in the plains of nirvana. This is why you have never had such an opportunity. It is because the goddess of opportunity has now made herself with me almost physical. Therefore rejoice that there is a hierarchy in the earth and very close to the earth, and that you are key in that hierarchy, every single one of you, no matter who you thought you were when you came here. Know today that you are sons and daughters, companions and friends of Saint Germain and Portia, for so we count you. I wish you could have seen the determination and the fiats of the messenger made on the very first day of this conference. I would like to see every single one of you duplicate those fiats where you stand, face, and conquer every part of your body, mind, and soul, and you take up that sword of Archangel Michael. This sword is your best friend. Beloved ones, it cuts through your own density. It is the action of Archangel Michael's sword of blue flame. I, Saint Germain, wield it now, for I am sending to you an intense action of blue fire to cut you free and keep you free, so that when you make your way down the mountain to sea level, you will not decelerate. Blaze the light of Archangel Michael. Blaze the light of Archangel Michael. Blaze the light of Archangel Michael. Blaze the light through. Blaze the light through. Blaze the light through. Blaze the light through. I say now, open yourselves to me. Do not cross your arms. Do not fold them in front of you. Do not reject me, for I am sending to you what is altogether safe and healthy, and that which will assist you in securing your absolute God determination. Bolts of blue lightning pass through. Bolts of blue lightning pass through. Bolts of blue lightning pass through. Bolts of blue lightning. Bolts of blue lightning, 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 bolts of blue lightning. Take your sword, cut each day around yourself, cut before and behind. See that you do it, for this world is literally a sewer. Wherefore you bathe each day, you shower each day. It is because of the stickiness of the astral plane. Cut yourself free from the ties to the astral plane. Cut around yourself. Do not miss a day. Rouse yourselves. Release the power of Archangel Michael. See how quickly you are delivered of the burdens of your karma and the projections of so many millions of demons, that you ought to understand that it is insane not to invoke your tube of light every day and then to repeat it now and then. Beloved ones, you will face now the absolute truth, that you are light bearers. You are shafted in light. You cannot be in the presence of an ascended master and not be so. The universe has seen your light, and the inhabitants of the universe, who are the dark ones, they have seen the light. They have targeted you with their computers. Be wise, rise up and know that you are as the great freedom fighters of all ages and of all times who have won that flame in every civilization. Do not allow this one and its food to make you dense and soft and unable now to respond to the greatest calling you have ever had in any hour or day or year or century or continent. Yes, beloved ones, this is it. This is the ultimate confrontation, and therefore I say to you, keep on, keeping on, wield this mighty sword, and know that I, Saint Germain, stand with you, and I stand for that great victory of your soul. My message to you then is fight the good fight and win. Fight to win, not to lose. Fight to win, beloved ones, and know what it means to go after the beast of self and other selves until it is ultimately and totally slain. Life is more than meat. It is more than the flesh. It is more than business. It is more than money. Life in this day and time is life for the saving of a dying planet and a dying people whose light is fast going out. Blessed ones, I love you, or I would not even address you. I love you because you are mine and because we are yours. Something that we share that is so close. Now Portia and I embrace each one of you personally with our whole hearts and being. Pray that you might see and know your ancient and future fiery destiny. Pray that you shall understand that you are unique and that time is running out for your victory. I ask you to set your mark and set your goal in this inner retreat. Mark the sign of the cross in the earth and say, to that place I shall return next year, and I shall see that we double and triple the numbers of those who come. For I will go out and find them. I will decree for them. I will cut them free. I will show the messengers videos. I will teach the people. I will give everything I have and everything I know and everything I have learned from the ascended masters to another and to another. For I have no right to selfishly keep this knowledge to myself. My life belongs to Saint Germain, to Portia, to Almighty God. My life belongs to the people of earth. Here I have made my karma. Here I shall have my victory. I shall not leave another embodiment where I have left a record of my karma, some ditch for some soul to fall into. I will press my feet into the earth. I will move from nation to nation. I will go where I am pulled by God. I will speak the word and speak the truth into the very teeth of error. I will now give all of my life to this cause, and giving all of my life to the Spirit of God, and being wise in taking care of my 4 lower bodies, and being wise in using the dynamic decrees to deal with difficult situations and evil ones, being wise to know the tremendous power of the Word, I shall take my stand. I shall know when to be silent, when to speak, when to call upon the name of Saint Germain. I will pursue to the ultimate. I will give my all. And if it is only my victory I can win, then I will plant my V in the earth, and others will come after me, but I will never have to look back and say, you were a coward, you were lazy, you failed your God and yourself, and look at what the consequences were. Beloved ones, I speak to you thus because there is no other way to speak. Either have the full, fiery, heroic victory of your soul, or do not look at me. For, beloved ones, you can do it, and if you do not, I shall hang my head with shame before the lords of karma. I ask you, beloved, to lock my words in a locket around your heart, and do not forget, for if you forget, beloved ones, this night we will lose. It is in your hands, and I am as near to you as your call to me. I am your knight commander, Saint Germain, and your Saint Joseph, ever at the side of the noble, the true, the God-victorious warriors.